Hey everybody, welcome back to where we do deep dives line by line into the Old Testament. Previously, Isaac, he lies to the king about his wife being his sister. It is a replicated story of how Abraham did the same thing twice. And so obviously he's taken lessons from his father. So we're in Genesis chapter 26, verse 8, and this king, however you pronounce it, Abimelech, he sees Isaac playing with his wife and he calls him out and he's saying, "Hey man, you lied to us." And he asks why. And Isaac says, "Well, I thought you might kill me," which is the same thing Abraham has said previously. And so the question, what we do here is ask questions of the Bible to try to figure it out and possibly take any nuggets of wisdom we can away from it, or at least understand how and why this book has played such a large role in human history, and to determine if we can get spiritual value out of it. And if you are offended by asking questions of the Bible, then you're in the wrong spot. And if you enjoy learning these ancient texts for a whole host of different reasons, then you're at the right spot. So, one of the concerns or questions is, why would Isaac be fearful of a king anyway? Why would he feel the need or urge to lie when he has Jehovah at his back? Jehovah's already blessed him. He's already said, you're the one. So why even go through the deceitful process? Does Isaac not trust Jehovah? He fears the king more than he believes Jehovah is going to have his back? It doesn't make much sense to me. And if you scholars or anyone that has some thoughts on that, please comment, because I'd appreciate it. And in continuing on in chapter 6 of Genesis, verse 11 through 17, the king is pretty upset. Rightfully so. This guy just lied to him. And he says, in quote, this is what the king says: "What hast thou done to us? As a little thing, one of the people hath lain with thy wife, and thou hast brought upon us guilt." So now Isaac does the exact same thing as his father Abraham. He lets his wife go sleep with one of the people in the town. That doesn't make much sense. And he makes the king and the people feel very guilty about that. And the king then goes on to say, "Hey, y'all leave Isaac alone and just let him be. And don't mess with his wife." So this is another chosen guy by God. And you're chosen because you let your wife go have sex with other dudes. That doesn't make any sense to me. And God finds no problem with this whatsoever. Like none. And so you allow your wife to lay with others. You're a coward by lying and not protecting your wife because you're fearful of death, even though Jehovah has your back. And then Jehovah rewards you for doing that. What in the world is the message here of goodness or living on your higher spiritual plane? Like, what is good about this? So chapter 26, verse 18 through 19, Isaac becomes wealthy. The king leaves him alone. They go off into the land there that still belongs to the king. And Isaac grows rich, just like Abraham. He, has all these possessions, continues to grow in all of his material wealth because he was a liar. So lying, being deceitful, gives you riches and the support of Jehovah. Like, that is the message. And to me, that does not resonate with me at all. Nor what we do here at the Mystics of Texas. I find that rather appalling. And finally, the king has enough of this Isaac guy, because he becomes more, apparently, one of the wealthiest, powerful men in the region, and the king's not having it. So he asked Isaac to leave. And so with no argument, no anything, just as Abraham, he just picks up and leaves. Like, wow, that's the story. Go lie to be deceitful to kings and you get rewarded. I'm not sure what the spiritual message in that is, other than being extraordinarily confused. And I would enjoy any input of somebody who believes differently or has a different vantage point to illustrate how that is a good message. And if you are in search of good messages, of learning yourself, exploring all the tools that the infinite has given us that are obvious right in front of our face, and if you're wondering what those may be, check us out at the Mystics of Texas. It's our other YouTube channel, or mysticsoftexas.com. You can find out all about us. And if you enjoy exploring the Bible line by line, then continue with us on this long exploration, doing these deep dives. I really appreciate it, and thank you for joining us. Y'all have a very good day, and we'll see you on the next one.